Shepherd, I shall not want him, make it I like down in a green pasture, him let I, besides still water them, him restore I soul, him let I that a part of righteousness for him name's sake. Yay! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I, in the presence of our enemy them, uno anointed I head with no oil, make cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy. I go follow I, all the days of I life. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kedama we grow mabe. Aw ma so bolisa. Ma uga so bolisa. I don't know what it was simply for. Jakpata beda view. Monye kuo. Agbeno heavy. Ba fumato. Aw ma uga so bolisa. Akpe kaka. Akpe sia. Awa tanyu moye. Oh you waladong. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it will only be on one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have taken sides. The side of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food. And all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And we subject these beautiful ideas to some forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are the headquarters of the truth. We are called Black Empire Media. We are the foundation of the truth. This is the headquarters of the truth. This is the habitat of the truth. Yes, the domicile of the truth. This is the palace of the truth. It is the mansion of the truth. It is, above all, the truth. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Welcome to today's show. I am happy to say that we are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. There also on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. We are also on X, formerly called Twitter. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Please share the broadcast. If you have not as yet subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscription button so that right after that you hit on the notification bell. Each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Above all, please recommend us to family and friends. This is the family show. This is the Black Pot, the headquarters of the truth. Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. We love you. Oh my God. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for believing in us. Oh, and thank you for making us number one. Now, thanks so much to Tesori Doriente. Now, turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Oh my God. Now, this is Italian technology coupled with African raw materials to give you that uniqueness that you have been dreaming of. Smell like the Garden of Eden. Oh yes, smell like the Garden of Eden. When we talk about Tesori Doriente, we are talking about that shower gel that foams up in your bath, nourishes your skin, and at the same time keeps your skin healthily glowing. And above all, it continues to remain on you, that beautiful scent, 48 hours and beyond. This is Tesori Doriente. It comes in several fragrances. The forest therapy. We also have the royal oud, the ikigai, the karma. Oh, the Persian dream. Tesori Doriente. And the good news is that this is premium quality, made affordable. Do you have an interview to attend? You want to leave a mark on the interviewers, right? Oh, there's a new chick in town. You want to show some levels. Hey, Tesori Doriente. Maybe there's a guy in town you need so very much to impress. Go get Tesori Doriente. Take a shower with it, and that beautiful oriental fragrance remains on you 48 hours and beyond. It is the smell of paradise. Premium quality, made affordable. Now for bulk purchases and enquiries, call Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. This is Tesori Doriente, proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Thank you so much. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Now we are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. And when we talk about Millennium Insurance, we are just drawing your attention to something very important. Not every insurance is an assurance. Some of it may try to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. That is why we are introducing you to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Hey. Now, what kind of insurance policy are you looking for? Is it motor insurance policy, third party, comprehensive? Oh, you want to insure your car against theft, against fire? No problem at all. We are the best when it comes to this aspect of insurance. Now listen, even in natural disasters, we rise to the occasion. Is it a flood? Maybe even a fire. Maybe a volcanic eruption, maybe even an earthquake or a tsunami. No problem at all. We always rise to the occasion. We insure you against deaths and even beyond. Hey, group accidents, personal accident cover, no problem. We are talking about Millennium Insurance. And we are not your trustworthy partner for nothing. We have earned it. When it comes to your claims, we are first to rise to the occasion because we know we need to make you rise and put you on the right footing. One more time, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Please, our offices are all over Ghana and beyond, from Bolgatanga to Binduri, from Takoradi all the way to Tamale. Oh, my brother, my sister, this is the insurance that represents you properly. Millennium Insurance. No problem at all. And visit our sales portal. Yes, at sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. It is what it is. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. And I am proudly a Millennium Insurance trustworthy partner. Oh my God, have mercy. How about you? Thank you so much. This is the Black Pot,
guys.
aka
You're very
and we are also, my brother, my sister, sponsored by the kind courtesy of Lemfi. And when we talk about Lemfi, hey, we are talking about sending money from Europe, sending money from America and beyond to Ghana. And we make it uniquely beautiful. How do we do it? Now, as a first-time sender, When you send $100, US dollars or Canadian dollars and beyond, we give you $20 back. That is what is called a cashback. And if you send it in euro, 100 euros or 100 British pounds and more, we give you 20 euros or 20 British pounds back. That is what is called a cashback. It's just to say thank you so much for trusting us. But remember to use the referral code, 1RASTA. 1RASTA. And once you use it, you are on your way to getting more bonuses time after time. Anytime you send, you use that referral code, 1RASTA, RASTA BAKOFE, and everything is everything. We have the most competitive rates on our table. That is why the people love us. And above all, we don't charge you any transfer fees. And beyond that, we are doing a lot of community work right here in Ghana and beyond. Lemfi is Africa-centered. That is why I am a proud Lemphian. Are you? This is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of herbal technology. Oh my God. Listen, two people may have the same malaria, but it is not the same medication that takes care of them. Not many people know this. But at herbal technology, we differentiate it. Everybody has a unique fingerprint. Oh yes, the thumbprint and even beyond. That is why we are all different. What might work for somebody might not necessarily work for you, even if you have the same condition. At herbal technology, we were the very first to produce herbal tablets. And that's what you see right on the screen. Viva Nigo tablets made from 100% herbs. Oh my God, have mercy. And this is good for you. But we always tell you don't self-medicate. Yes, at herbal technology, we don't just treat you. In fact, we heal you. Sometimes we just show you some food to eat. Other times, we give you some herbs to go burn and inhale the smoke, and everything is done. What is the disease you have that you are hiding? Is it Parkinson's disease? Is it epilepsy? As long as it is a disease, this is the last stop. Please talk to us at Herbal Technology. Give us a shout on 0208 337711. This is Herbal Technology. And at Herbal Technology, remember, we don't just treat, we heal you. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. We want to say thank you so much to all our sponsors, and thank you so very much for making us #1. We appreciate you and we truly love you. Today we have 4 very important issues to look at. My brother, my sister, and they are exclusives. Oh my God. I love it when we have the exclusives. Please share the broadcast one more time. If you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscription button. Right after that, the notification bell, and everything is everything. Each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We will keep your identity under wraps. We will run and do the investigation. We don't charge anything. It's absolutely free. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. If you're ready, I'm more than just ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Story #1. Watch this, my youths. Hey. Malik Basintale mad at Paul ADOM-OTCHERE over lies. Oh my God. Now, who is Paul ADOM-OTCHERE? He is a seasoned broadcaster. He's won a number of national awards with his broadcasting. This is Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. He's a well-respected gentleman, and so many people love him, especially in the days. But for some time now, for a reason that is very clear and in the public space, a lot of people think that he has become too partisan when he approaches issues. Of course, he's a member of the NPP. He was a good friend of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who gave him an appointment and also his wife. In fact, he is also one of the best friends of the NPP. They use him as the hatchet man of the party. And anytime there's any propaganda to spread, he is the first stop. This is Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. He's eloquent. Sometimes he does his research very, very well. And he is an excitement anytime he goes into his elements. This is Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. In fact, he studied law, but I'm told that he couldn't finish. Some said he was sacked, but I don't really want to go into that only issue. He has never carried himself as a lawyer. Maybe a law student. Better still, a former law student. So sometimes he draws inspiration from what he studied in law school to be able to make his delivery solid and nice. Many people in the other political parties may not have him as a friend because, number one, when he makes his submissions, he is not too friendly with those other parties that oppose his own party, the NPP. And that is just natural, isn't it? And a lot of the time, he has facts on his table and he unleashes those. This is Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. I like him. Now, Paul ADOM-OTCHERE on his show, Good Evening Ghana, put up a video that he purported was something that had to do with Malik Basintale. At this point, who is Malik Basintale? Do we all know him? In fact, he was the deputy communications officer of the NDC from when they were in opposition till now. My brother, my sister, he partnered the great Sami Jemfi, the legal big head, my brother, my sister, and together they unleashed venom on the NPP and made sure the NPP was uprooted from power. You can credit these two for the good work that they did. There was a time the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, was so excited about the onslaughts, in fact, the achievements of this young man. And he told himself that should I come into power, I am going to make this guy a great guy. I will make him the head of oral. I'm sure a few people advised the president and told him, much as you want to put this in the hands of this gentleman, I think he's a little too inexperienced to be able to go into such areas. We need somebody who has some idea of the law, preferably somebody who is a lawyer. And the president decided to step back a little bit. But that did not stop the president from making him another appointment. My brother, my sister, Malik Basintale. Come here. Watch this. Run the dossier. Hey, now this is Malik S. Basintale. Who exactly is he? What has he done? Where was he born? Which schools did he go to? Very quickly, this is the dossier. He is a prominent Ghanaian politician, youth advocate, and the current acting chief executive officer, the CEO of the Youth Employment Agency, appointed by President John Dramani Mahama in January 2025. He is widely recognized for his role as the Deputy National Communications Officer of the NDC. Now, he was born on the 7th of January 1993. Oh, yes. And he comes from Tamale, the northern region. In fact, he is actually a Gonja. But he spent a lot of time in Tamale. My brother, my sister, this is Malik Basintale. A lot of people attribute him to Tamale. He went to school in Tamale. He speaks fluent Dagbani. And when he enters Tamale, they don't look at him as somebody from Gonja land. They see him as one of them. And they always come together to do wonderful things. Recently, he was in Tamale, and all the youth came around him. It looks like he has some natural aura around him that exudes nothing but love. He is a member of the NDC. This is Malik Basintale. He went to Tamale International School, as you were told, and then to Prempeh College, Kumasi, and then he studied business administration, banking and finance at the University of Ghana. This one came into a bit of controversy a few months back, but he was able to ride the storm. Yes, some sources also mention a degree in development communication from the University for Development Studies. But Malik Basintale is not a man who likes to talk too much about his educational accolades, you know? No, he became the YEA CEO from 2025 till now, my brother, my sister, and this is a guy who is in leadership. He rose to fame as a vibrant student leader within the Tertiary Education Institutions Network, TANG, and the University of Ghana Student Parliament. This is Malik Basintale we are talking about. One of the hard-checked men of the NDC, and they love him. Youthful as he is, my brother, my sister, he is ready for action. He's just above 30 years and a little more. Oh, yes. He spearheaded the training of 6,000 responders to assist in emergency medical care across Ghana. And he announced a partnership with the Ghana Police Service to recruit 12,000 youth through a transparent process. Known for his sharp communication style, he is a frequent guest on major platforms like Joy FM and TV3, including the almighty Blakk Empire Media. Now, Basintale is often referred to as by supporters the Basintale boy due to his energetic and grassroots-oriented approach to politics. This is the guy we're talking about, Malik Basintale. In Tamale, they call him Kurugu Tole, and he will respond, Tontonje. Kurugu Tole means iron mortar, what you pound your fufu in. And he will respond, Tontonje. Ubewo. Awo sabre. You would pound until you are tired. It never breaks. It's just the Dagomba way of saying tough gong, as we say in Jamaica. This is Malik Basintale. Now, Malik Basintale is angry. I placed a call to him because I realized that Paul ADOM-OTCHERE had put up some material, and we always like to follow up to find out where the truth is and which one is the lie. We never report it until we have the X factor. What did Paul ADOM-OTCHERE say? Watch this.
Malik Basintale is showing something that is disturbing to all the youth. This is the chief executive of the YEA. But YEA, Justin Kodua, who is MPP General Secretary today, he was at YEA. Did we ever see Justin Kodua do this? Have a look at how Malik Basintale arrives at a program. That's Malik Basintale. 1 Land Cruiser, 2 Land Cruisers, 3 Land Cruisers, 4 pickup security car, 5. That's Malik Basintale. 6. They are going 1, 2. This Malik Basintale, YEA boss. This is him. This is how he moves around town. Malik Basintale, the one who used to sit on, look at soldiers jumping out of his car, security. Malik Basintale, this is how Malik Basintale moves around Ghana. This guy who was sitting on TV. Many people are even questioning his source of, qualification and authorization from the university. That's up to him. That's not our matter. But a YEA boss, somebody who is below a deputy minister, this is the way he spends taxpayers' money. All this fuel is the money they could have given to the youth that Mustafa Bande says they shouldn't look for a job on Facebook. All of this Malik Basintale petrol. This is what Ghana has become. Malik Basintale can do anything he likes in Ghana. The one who sat on Good Morning Ghana, berating Akufo-Addo, insulting Dr. Bawumia, even alleging that as a Muslim, Dr. Bawumia has been eating pork. Totally false. This man, Malik Basintale, that's how he moves around. What contribution has Malik Basintale done to Ghana to move around like this as YEA boss? What is his contribution? If you ask Malik Basintale that before 2024, how much taxes did he pay? He has not even paid 200 cedis taxes. Ask him. All his life. before 2025, before he became YEA somebody, how much taxes has he paid? Zero. And look at how he's using the taxpayers' money. He commands military people to follow him. YEA boss, Youth Employment Agency. When Mills was there, would they have Youth Employment Agency? It was Kufuor's creation. Oh, you see, everything that NDC is doing, MIF. The other day, I saw something on in the media. MIF declares profit billion. John Mahama was president for 4 years. Did he have a minister who could have thought about MIF? They can't think of anything. Somebody thinks of it, and then they come and blow their money. They didn't think of MIF. It was not part of the agenda. Akufo-Addo came, created MIF, Mineral Investment Fund. Then Bawumia said, look, let's amortize our gold. These are people who are thinking for the republic. Malik Basintale sat on radio, TV, demonstrations, denigrating people who can think. When he comes in, he doesn't think. He has a budget of 60 million cedis to train people to run motorbikes. This is Ghana. Malik Basintale never paid any tax. Show the video again. This is how he moves around. Malik Basintale. Look at it. 1, Land Cruiser, new one, brand new, Malik Basintale. 2, he has 2 of it. Malik Basintale in his private life, could he have bought a tie? This car tie, can he buy it? The Land Cruiser 1 tie, Malik Basintale cannot afford it in 2023. He can't. Today, he's commanding 5 of it because he's YEA boss. The below deputy minister, Malik Basintale. This is what NDC have done to Ghana. This is what NDC have done to Ghana. Look at the soldier, as if he's John Mahama. Is he John Mahama? Malik Basintale. Malik Basintale. This is how he moves around. Malik Basintale. This is what he does. A man who has not paid 0 money to tax. He has done nothing. All he's done is shouting. Kumakufado maye onyamiku wase omaino. That's what he said. Akufo-Addo has said omaino. You come, you add nothing. And look at the way you, even Ibrahim Mahama, does he move around like this? Ibrahim Mahama, does he move around like this? Malik Basintale. Okay, let me leave it here. Viewers, don't worry.
Paul ADOM-OTCHERE is a very good storyteller. I love him. When I saw this tape, I was getting angry because I do not like corruption or seeming corruption. In fact, it is our responsibility to hold public officials to accountability and the very fabric of loyalty and patriotism to the state. It doesn't matter who it is. You could be our best friend as long as you fall foul of the law. We certainly would have to do our bit. My brother, my sister, I saw this, so many cars. Of course, we know Malik Basintale. He loves motorbikes. He was riding all over Ghana with hundreds of other bikers, left, right, and center. And he became known as the bike man. Paul ADOM-OTCHERE says that he has a budget of 60 million Ghana cedis to train people on how to ride motorbikes. In fact, that is a little unfortunate. That was why we started by telling you some of the achievements of Malik Basintale since he jumped into his office. Where are the auditors? Where is the Auditor General? Now, when you read the report, does it say that 60 million Ghana cedis was spent on training people to ride motorbikes? I don't envy Malik Basintale at all. When you go to his office, he's always crammed up with the youth. The youth see him as their president. Mahama understands that the youth is the future, in fact, and even the present. Africa is the youngest continent. That means we have more young people in Africa, percentage-wise, than any other continent on earth, and even in space, including Oceania. My brother, my sister, So Mahama reveres this guy here called Basintale because he controls the youth. The youth are happy with him. He's creating job opportunities for them. Has he blown 60 million Ghana cedis on training people to ride motorbikes? What does it mean to say that the youth have been trained to ride motorbikes? It's a way of denigrating the YEA. Is that the job of the YEA? To train the youth to? That's so simplistic. My brother, my sister, and in fact, it derides the hard work of a young man born in 1993. Just a little over 30 years. My brother, my sister. So we decided to speak with Malik Basintale. He would always answer my call because I call him once every year. And he knows when I call, there is something to talk about. And when he answered, he was fuming with anger. But he told me, Black Rasta, I understand the terrain. That's how they eat. They eat from lies and propaganda. Paul knows me. He could have called me to find out the truth. But no. If he calls me and I tell him the truth, he wouldn't have anything to say. And for that matter, his paymasters may not see him to be doing the job. So I said, okay, so tell me what is the truth. When he started to talk, the anger was still there. I said, you know what? Send me a message so that I can read and understand. Anything I don't understand, I will get back to you. And this was what he sent me. Watch this. This is Malik Basintale. He says, it's fake. Oh. I was there with other appointees. Deputy National Youth Authority CEO, NYA. Deputy YEA CEO, NDC Regional Youth Organizer. Other party members were also there. They were all using their cars because they were invited to the program at the UDSY. So I had to drive all the way from Accra with my car there. Listen. He drove all the way from Accra to Wa when he could have sat in a plane. Vroom, 1 hour, you'll be there. What is the importance? Advocacy on the way. To be able to have the full grasp of our roads in Ghana and be able to interact with the youth on the way. Now, this is the most interesting part of the thing. He says, so I went with my own single Land Cruiser I have been using since 2022. That Land Cruiser is 4 years old. I even used it during the campaign. In fact, I don't even have an official car yet. That's what Malik says. Because YEA former CEO auctioned almost all the cars before leaving office. So I met no car for myself. This is very scandalous. Who was at the YEA office that Paul ADOM-OTCHERE is giving so many flowers to for the creation of the office, and whoever was sitting in there as a brainchild of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his lying vice president, Bawumia? They said they auctioned everything before they left office. So now he doesn't even have an official car. He's using his Land Cruiser that he had from 2022. I had to continue using my own personal car till this day with no insurance and nothing from the state. So that means the insurance on the car is personal. The state is not insuring him. The insurance is coming from his own pocket. So if my car even crashes on my journey to a national assignment, it is my own cost. It is fake. Ha, 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 ha. He laughed. My brother, my sister, dash it out. He says he's been using this car from 2022. At the time, Paul said he did not even pay taxes up to 200 Ghana cedis. he had a Land Cruiser and he's been using it. He doesn't have a state allocated car. And all the way from Accra to Wa, insurance is on his little 1993 head. If he crashes today, he would walk alone to his insurance company and say, you know what? I crashed my car and broke my leg. They will look at it and give him some 2,400 Ghana cedis and say, please, use this to buy water. My brother, my sister, we all know how insurance companies behave in Ghana, except a few that are really living up to the occasion, like Millennium Insurance, that we keep talking about. You crash your car and you go there, they look at it and they give you a ridiculous figure. And we have talked about this over and over. My brother, my sister, this is Malik Basintale. Now, the former CEO of YEA is this man here. What happened? Did he auction all the cars? Can we investigate who he auctioned them to? Could it be the same thing with that guy, Yamwa Ponko, or what's his name? My brother, my sister, who bought a brand new car for less than 5,000 Ghana cedis. Do we all remember that incident? Whatever it is, my brother, my sister, Malik Basintale has made it clear. He drives only one car. And that one car he acquired in 2022. He doesn't have an official car. This is the car he drives all the way from Accra to Wa. I don't know how many of us will survive if we did that kind of journey. Do you know how many kilometers you have to eat? My brother, my sister, Basintale says this is fake. Could Paul have avoided this if he had spoken with Malik Basintale? A lot of the youth love Malik. They are ready to work with him. And when you go to his office, oh my God, they are there like flies. Everybody is shouting, Malik Basintale. Basintale, the Basintale boy. In fact, that's why I don't call him. He doesn't have time. He's very busy. And I don't want to be a burden. My brother, my sister, recently when he fell ill, Ghanaians all came together to pray for him. He's mad at Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. I had to restrict him and tell him, bro, hold your peace and send me a message. And he did. Well, if this is anything to go by, I would say congratulations to Malik Basintale after 1 year of being in office and for the so much that he did for his party to come into power. At least an official car would have been an icing on the cake. But above all, to be the boss of the YEA, where he rightfully fits, is a great honor by the president. It's the Black Pots, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. MAHAMA rejects AKUA BLAKOFE'S tricks and temptation. Now, there's a lady who is about 56 years old, and her name is Black Coffee. This beautiful lady. She's really pretty. And when you look at her skin tone, you don't need to be told why she decided to call herself Black Coffee. In the days, she did some fashion. She was in the media. She was extremely popular. In the days when the names of very famous Ghanaian media personnel came out, her name was included. This is AKUA Black Coffee. AKUA Journey, aka Black Coffee. Now, my brother, my sister, she campaigned for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo somewhere in 2016. And when Nana Addo won, they made her an offer of an appointment at the tourism board, and she picked it up nicely. We were all excited, especially we knew how conscious she was. We knew that she was a very friendly person, very much down to earth. She was not somebody who was boastful. No way. This is Black Coffee. My brother, my sister, interesting times. She grabbed it, and in no time, she jumped out of the office in broad daylight like a toad being chased by a rattlesnake. And when we asked to find out why, she told us something that made us so proud of her even the more. What did she tell us? She made it clear that, hey, I've been sitting in that office drawing salary for nothing. I'm not working. When I come in and I ask them what I would be doing as mandated by the president and our laws, I'm told to just hold on. It looks like they just put me in there to draw salary and do nothing. My conscience will not let me do that. I will not do that. That was what she said. And we all applauded her. That was a very wonderful decision she had taken. I would have taken the same decision. She had tried over and over, written letters, left, right, and center, to be able to get engaged, to be meaningful to her position and her office. But they frustrated her to the point that the beautiful, dark-skinned lady, Black Coffee, walked out of the office in resignation, and it made news all over the place. But that was when she started to mess up. Right after resigning, she became a parrot. Yabby, 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 talking. And she lost her consciousness. You know what she did? She wrote a certain article titled, "I Weep for Ghana." And it was popular all over Ghana at the time. I even reviewed it on my radio show on Xylophone FM in the days. In fact, what did she write in it? Very simple. She talked about how she was frustrated and she decided to leave. But she said she was weeping for Ghana. And this was the bit that got me angry and many more people. What did she say? She said that she was weeping for Ghana and that she was leaving Ghana and was going to the UK, and she didn't care if Ghana even got bent. In other words, Ghana to Mishe, media and family, I am going to the UK. She went ahead to tell some of us that her UK passport, she will never give it out for anything. She had an allegiance to the British passport more than to the Ghanaian passport. And that was where we started getting shocked. This was a woman who behaved like a Pan-Africanist. She was a woman who stood by Ghana. She loves Africa. All of a sudden, she is touting this passport called the British passport, and how she didn't care even if Ghana got burnt. She put out a short video after some time, and when some of us saw the video, we were shocked what she said. Watch this.
Funny, you know that. So when a teacher retires, or a doctor, or a banker, or whoever retires, you also, well done, congratulations, you're retiring. Now, for the last 30 plus years, I have dedicated myself to Africa and African activism. I've talked the talk, I've walked the talk, I've lived the part, I've practiced what I've preached. And now I said I've retired. And you also don't retire, don't give up. Doesn't make sense. So I should never retire. I should just be for Africa forever, ever and ever. I should continue being a mumu. Yeah? Knowing damn well that Africa will not change. Knowing damn well that Africans themselves don't care about Africa. I should continue being a mumu. No, I won't do it. If the young people that still care about Africa, then I'll pray for them. I wish them luck. But I am done. So people respect that, okay? In the meantime, those of you say, "Oh, you legacy," I think I've done enough. And if I still have to do more to leave a legacy, come on, I've done enough. But my biggest legacy, I hope, will be these books. I love these books. And those that still care about Africa, the books are available. You can buy it, you can read it. Now,
AKUA Journey, aka Black Coffee. That's what she said. She will not continue to be a mumu. That means a stupid idiot. By fighting for Africa and Ghana, she was done. Nothing like that. But she had written some books about Africa. Those of you who still care about Africa, me, I don't anymore. You can buy that. So we thought that we will not see her in Ghana again. You are British. Go and stay there and live there. And leave us who still believe in Ghana and believe in Africa to continue doing our things. No matter how frustrated we are, we will never be British. We will never be American. We are Ghanaian. Yes, we could travel to one or two places, but we are still who we are and what we are. But she denounced Ghana, denounced Africa, and said the fight was over. She was ready to go home and sleep. This video she put up some time ago. My brother, my sister. Then she came up with a story that they were chasing her to kill her. She was getting threats. It was at that point, another UK-born NPP guy, Gabi Asari Ochridakun, the pseudo prime minister, who clapped at the time Black Coffee was put in office, and also clapped when she walked out with pride and on principle. He was so frustrated, he put up a post. What did Gabi say? Watch this. 8 years ago. These are some of the little things that please NPP folks write off. Can I take it again? These are some of the things, little things that piss NPP folks write off. Can I take that line again? Emphasis. These are some of the little things that piss NPP folks write off. You joined the campaign at the very end. You were first seen to be a pro-Mahama, Apparently, fell out over what exactly we don't know. Now the leadership acknowledged your campaign contribution and your value and rewarded you with an appointment to help your country. You resigned on principle and in fact won a lot of admiration from me and many others for that. But now it seems you want to start a whole negative campaign against the government. Who would want to kill you, madam? Let's get serious. Frankly, your utterances are getting annoying and making people feel that you have a more sinister motive. I hope not. This was what Gabi put up. And I thought I agreed with him. You have left the office. You say you are British. Ghana can burn. You don't care. We have been able to keep Ghana away from burning. And you still poking your nose into our Ghana. Now you say they want to kill you. Go to the country that would not want to kill you. But you are still here running around. This is Black Coffee. She was big in the days. And my brother, this woman here, oh my God, have mercy. Let me not get personal. Recently, she got into, a certain nasty sexual, whatever it was, with a Rasta man. And it was all over in the news. The Rasta man was being interviewed, and he was also talking about how she paraded herself naked in front of him over and over and told some people in the area that that was their husband. And when they started to do their things, she went out to say that she was pushed into it, whatever it was. I wasn't too interested in that, because when somebody decides to devalue himself or herself, it's unto them, as long as it doesn't destroy the nation. Why did we decide to tell the story today? This is where the story is. She has written a love letter to the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. She had met Mahama some time ago, and they even have a photo together. My brother, my sister, and this is the photo. In the days, this woman was loved all over Accra and beyond for her media work, her Pan-Africanism, and more. My brother, my sister, and she wrote a love letter to the president. Watch what she wrote. Watch this. AKUA Manfo, aka Black Coffee, is feeling frustrated. That's what she put up. John Dramani Mahama, it pains me, pa, that I no longer have your number. You know what I can do? I am not looking for an appointment. Just remember, she said she's not looking for an appointment. Now, let's continue. Just the opportunity to make a meaningful contribution. Now, since September, October 2024, when you asked Jay to book an appointment for me, I have been blocked, sir. Gatekeepers say, no way will they grant me access. Most recently, you asked me to get your number from KWESI. He says he no have ammo. They all say they don't have your number. They think I want their jobs or government posts, when all I want to do is make a positive contribution. For over 30 years, I've been educating and advocating for Africa. I have the experience, ideas, books. Instead of sitting at home frustrated and jobless, I should be in your African team. Listen, in the African team. Would that not be an appointment? How do you get into the African team? By magic? I don't want an appointment, and I don't want anybody's job, but you want to be in the African team of the president. How do you call that? Kanjori? What is it called? I am not looking for a government post, but I can be beneficial as a consultant, as someone who has a proven track record of putting Africa first. I have ideas, know-how, and can do spirit. You put Africa first, yet you are holding a British passport and telling everybody how that is invaluable to you, and how Ghana can bend if Ghana wants to bend. Is that putting Africa first? Is that it? Is that it? Yes, I am frustrated. You will be too if you were in my shoes. Frustration isn't a crime or sin. It's part of life. Please, I have a very serious criminal case which I want to discuss with you. I have a very serious criminal case which I need authorities to act on. And then she posted a photo of her. Of course, the president is being careful. The president knows the kind of whim you are. The president knows that you have no respect for the country Ghana. Dash it away. The president knows that you are a snake. Today you are with Mahama. Tomorrow you are with Nana Addo. And you praise Nana Addo for everything. You are put in office. And according to the people who were around her, she was too forward. She wanted to be the one to be seen. As to what that means, I don't know. At the end of the day, she got frustrated and left, and wished that Ghana would burn from what she wrote. And she's been putting her posts on Facebook. Post upon post, run them. Post upon post. My brother, my sister, on Facebook. What has she been saying? So basically, some Ghanaians preferred I stay at post to chop than putting Ghana first by choosing resignation. You are telling the youth a lot. Well, some will support you. Some will never. Some would even make it their mission to bring you down. It's interesting reading comments on my post to President Mahama. Those who say President Mahama shouldn't mind me, hope you never make a mistake in your life. At least I owned up to mine, resigned and apologized to Ghanaians. It seems taking extremely foolish advice to campaign for Akufo-Addo will haunt and keep me down forever. And she's shedding tears. This is Black Coffee. A one-time beloved. Now she's most frustrated. She doesn't have the aesthetics she used to have. And I just learned from a post that she's been drinking so much alcohol. The other day, the police stopped her and found some dried leaves or whatever and wanted to search the car. She got angry and decided to make post of that and said she was being harassed. Whatever you smoke and drink, please stay away from the president. We have had enough of these people who are two-faced. Gabi and his friends. Today you are British, tomorrow you are Ghanaian. My uncle is president, so you come in with your British self and you are all of a sudden Ghanaian and doing things. We are tired. We are looking for people who look inward. Me, this is what I have always stood for. My brother, my sister, if you are Ghanaian, you are Ghanaian. I don't understand what it means to be Ghanaian and British, to be Ghanaian and American. Mentase. You can explain to me what that means. Because both countries say, give your loyalty 100%. So what are you talking about? I don't get it. Black Coffee came as a Ghanaian to serve Ghana. All of a sudden, when she got a bit of the frustration that we have been eating all these years, she said she was no longer Ghanaian, she was British. And she took her British passport, boasting that this passport was so invaluable to her. You went to Britain, got even more frustrated there. Now you are coming to frustrate us with your frustration. The president is smart. He's realized the kind of snake this person is and has decided that I won't allow another papano around me. Stay wherever you are. You see, whatever you do, think about tomorrow. When she thought she was hurting NPP and overdoing all those things, people want to kill me. Who wants to kill you? Little rat like you. Who wants you? Today, if Black Coffee even dies, I wonder if the vultures of Accra would even like her meat. You have wasted your time doing propaganda. Wasted your time being two-faced. My brother, and I don't like people like that. Hey, I was so hurt when Black Coffee said Ghana could burn. She wouldn't care. And those of you who listen to that show, I was shocked. Black Coffee who used to dress all Ghana flag, whatever, skirt and blouse and all that, Yanara assassin, Ghana, all of a sudden because of a little Nana Addo frustration, you are no more Ghanaian. You pack your things, bag and baggage, and ran to England. There you met a bigger frustration. And you have run back. You want to retrace your footsteps to Mahama. He saw what happened to Nana Addo. He won't make that mistake. And all those people who are telling you they don't have Mahama's number, you think they don't have it. Me, if I get them, I no go give you. You know why I no go give them? There was a time we're going to Zimbabwe. Hey, look, that thing just came. So you see, we have to be careful. We're going to Zimbabwe to meet Robert Mugabe. I had made a song about Robert Mugabe in the days And my managers, I mean, Julian, wherever you are, big up yourself. You know, they wanted to find a way of making Mugabe receive the song and some other such things, you know. And Black Coffee came into the picture that, oh, she had some numbers, phone numbers that she would be able to give, you know, for us to make the link. So we gathered at Joy FM, about 4 or 5 of us. I don't really remember. Years back. You know what Black Coffee did? I have this number, but this one, it will cost 2 million. This one, to get a number, it will cost 10 million. Like a joke, she refused to give until she was paid by my managers, Julian. And Julian can also testify. She was paid for giving up a number. Sadly, out of the 4 numbers she gave, 3 of them were not working. Yet we had paid for them already. I remember that clearly. But as humility, destiny would have it, Mugabe himself had to call us and say, come and have my birthday party a few years back without Black Coffee's paid for contacts. And when I went to Zimbabwe and we had fun, I remember she sent a message to me in the days and said, oh, congratulations. Yeah, we worked hard. You and who worked hard? You and who? After selling us contacts? I don't want to personalize it. But I think the president is being careful. Mahama doesn't want to draw too many such people around him. If a man has been bitten by a snake before, when he sees Gogome, you know what Gogome is? Gogome, he is always running away. A man who has been stung by a bee before, when he sees house flies or mosquitoes, he's running. Once bitten, twice shy. She says she's frustrated. And when you read some of her posts, she says if she was in the UK, she would have been treated for depression and frustration. But in Ghana, they are rather mocking her. I thought you wanted this country to burn. You said you made a mistake. Where did you put your apology so that we'll go and get it? It's the Black Box, aka KWESI. And here, we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey, hey, yo. Wayo.
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori Dorian
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot. Cuckoo show them.
It's the Black Pot, aka Coco Show them up. And here we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. And remember, here we don't do politics. What we do here is called Pan-Africanism. It is called patriotism. It is called nationalism. This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Shonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Tesori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. And remember that the Ash Limited is the go-to for enquiries and bulk purchases. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance, the trustworthy partner. Thanks so much to Lemfi. No transfer fees, and you get your transfer in just seconds. Oh God. Remember to use the referral code ONERASTA, Rasta Bakupe. And thanks so much also to the almighty Herbal Technology. At Herbal Technology, the clinic is for you. We don't poison you like most places do. We give you nothing but herbs. But even before we administer any medication, we steady your body. And in just a few moments, we are able to tell what it is. Sometimes just eating food at specific times will be enough to reverse your situation. You don't have to go take any tablets into your body. Hey, and we're the first to make tablets in Ghana with herbal medicine. This is Herbal Technology. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Hey, story number 3. Kai Dodo, watch this. Stop the lies. U.S. has military base in Ghana. And this is KWESI PRATT fuming. I like it when KWESI PRATT gets angry. That is when all the anti-ballistic missiles from his stomach come out. This is KWESI PRATT Jr. He's one of the people I revere. Hey, if I'm in the bathroom and I hear KWESI PRATT call, come, I need you, I won't bother to finish the bath. I run to him. That's how much I revere him. He's one selfless human being. He could have been one of the richest men in Ghana if he chose to be. But he decided that he will continue driving his old car. He rejected an appointment to be an ambassador of Ghana to India and many such juicy appointments from one regime to the other. He has always remained steadfast in his thoughts. He's a crazy Nkrumahist. In fact, a mad Pan-Africanist. And above all, he is a terribly radical nationalist. This is KWESI PRATT Jr. Hey. Ablakwa spoke. Before Ablakwa spoke, we also spoke. We spoke with the deputy defense minister. His name is Broja Jemfi. I love him. Anytime I call him, he answers. I love him. Broja Jemfi, I had to ask him a few questions just last month. What questions did I ask him? Some French people had come into this country and they were doing some military exercise. And Ghanaians were fretting and sweating. And some of you on this platform asked us to follow up on the issue. And because your wish is always our command, we decided to do the needful. So we investigated it. And as part of the investigation, we spoke with him. What did he tell us about that military exercise? Watch this.
Well, I think that it's far-fetched. This is a security and defense arrangement with the European Union. We already have defense cooperation agreements with many European countries. We have with France. We have with Italy. We have with many European countries. But the EU at the regional level, thought that they should engage us. Even before this arrangement, they have been very supportive to the armed forces and other security agencies. In any case, the agreement was signed a day before the vote. And so there was no way we could have predicted how they were going to vote. But I don't think that it's related in any way.
Are they coming here to build military camps?
No, not at all. These are arrangements where we share our experiences. It's a balanced agreement. It doesn't weigh on one side. We share experiences. We engage in joint exercises. And so these are normal routine security and military engagement. Only that some of these arrangements has to be formalized and there must be a framework. So the fear of some of our compatriots and other Pan-Africanists is why we must have an agreement so that there's a framework where you can know the bounds and where not to go over. So the arrangements are clearly defined in a formal agreement. That's what these defense or security cooperation agreements are supposed to do.
Finally, for how many years is this? And is this going to be well accepted by the Sahel, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali?
So let me first address the duration. It's an agreement, and so at any point that any of the parties feel they have to opt out, there are termination clauses in there that deals with it. Now, we understand the concerns of our neighbors, especially from the Sahel, about our engagement with countries that they are not so much comfortable with. But we maintain our arrangement with the Sahel. We have been very close. We have been cooperating. The president has appointed a special envoy to the Sahel, and through him, Colonel Bevrolate retired. We've been engaging with our colleagues there, and our relationship has not been affected in any way, and our relationship with them will not be defined by our relationship with other sovereign nations. So there's no cause for alarm. We keep to the arrangement we have with them, how we are supporting them to fight these terrorist organizations that have been worrying them up there. Because it's even in our interest to enhance our relationship with them and support them to deal with the challenges that they have there. So they should be rest assured our relationship with them in terms of the defense sector, that's what I can speak to, is not defined by what we engage with other international partners.
Was there no way we could have signed this deal with some other African nations rather than the EU?
Okay, so this is what maybe we don't speak about, so many other persons do not know. We have defense agreements with so many African countries. We are currently formalizing our arrangement with our friends in Burkina. We are waiting for them to give us a feedback. We have some arrangements with Nigeria. We have agreements with many African countries. These are the same framework that guides it. We have some of our military personnel officers who go to Ivory Coast for joint military training. We engage with our brothers from Togo, from Niger. We even give them opportunities to train some of their military officers here in Ghana. And it will interest you to know that there are some officers from the Sahel countries that are currently training in Ghana. So we have all these arrangements with them, and we hope to enhance it. And that must not affect the relationship that we have with other international partners.
So you heard it. Very clearly. There are no military bases in Ghana. Ghana is military base free. They only come here, we train each other, we also go there, train, exchange programs, and then go. This was in relation to the UN slavery issue and then the Sahel. And this was what he was speaking to. You remember when Mahama traveled out and did the slavery thing, and then we were told that the same day they had to sign the EU pact. And the EU was coming here to build a military base. Yet the EU did not even support the slavery bit. Right? The resolution at the UN. So this was when we spoke with Broja Jemfi. He had granted an earlier interview where some French soldiers had come into the country and interacted with the Ghana army and beyond. And in that one too, he said no military bases. Ablakwa, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has also spoken about the military bases that are being peddled around. KWESI PRATT is sure that the Americans have a military base here, and he has said it over and over. But it looks like Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, who is the foreign minister and should know everything about such military bases in conjunction with the Ministry of Defense, is denying it. What did he say? Watch this.
Well, everybody knows that Ghana has a defense cooperation agreement with the US, approved by our parliament, and not only with the US, but with many other strategic partners, including the UK, a number of Gulf states. We do these things in our strategic national interest, and we are also careful to draw the lines. And so there's a red line. We do not accept military bases in our country. And I'm sure that what is happening in the Middle East now vindicates Ghana's position. We have historically prevented Western powers from establishing military bases in our country. And I believe that those who initially were not sure why Ghana was very stern about this position now appreciate that. Having said that, we also take the view that any cooperation, any intervention must be on a case-by-case basis, and there has to be express approval. So the recent attacks in Nigeria, the Nigerians will confirm to you that they invited the Americans, and they also reached out to Ghana to collaborate.
The Nigerians?
Yes, both the Nigerians and the Americans. So that's how we are playing this out.
So Kujeta Blakk has put the rumors to rest in his own world. He says, listen, recently they said the Americans have to use their military base in Ghana to attack Nigeria. It's not true. In fact, the Nigerians invited the Americans to come and deal with Boko Haram and asked us to collaborate. So we all, like a triangle, came together to do that. The Americans have no military base in Ghana. No outside country has a military base in our country. It's not true. And Okudzeto Blakk is a very good friend of KWESI PRATT. He was careful not to mention KWESI PRATT's name. But KWESI PRATT knows that. So KWESI PRATT angrily responded. He said, forget about all these people peddling lies. Stop the lies. US has military base right here in Ghana. And he was speaking on Metro TV. Good morning, Ghana. Listen to the anger. Watch this.
To be honest with you, I was part of the campaign against the signing of this agreement way back in 2018. I mean, that's where I got involved in the agitation to ensure that the agreement was not signed. And there are many other organizations which opposed the signing of the agreement, including the National Democratic Congress.
Okay.
But somehow, the AKUA regime signed the agreement, and the agreement is in force. Now, why are we opposed to this agreement? Because this agreement is an affront to the sovereignty of Ghana in many ways. Okay. This is an agreement which says that for US soldiers, to come into Ghana, they don't need visas. They don't even need passports. US soldiers can walk into Ghana with only their US military ID cards.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
So in that regard, they have more privileges than US diplomats. US soldiers are placed above diplomats in that regard. Okay. But that is not all. When US soldiers enter Ghana, they are not required. In fact, you cannot search them. You cannot look into their belongings. They just enter Ghana the same way they enter their bedrooms. No search, no customs inspection, nothing. Okay. When US soldiers are leaving Ghana, they are not also subject to any controls. You can't check their luggage, you can't ask them questions, they just leave. The same way they would leave, even if you go to a hotel, you have to check out, Yeah. Under this agreement, US soldiers don't even have to check out the way we check out of hotels. They just get out of the country without customs inspection, without anything. Okay. But that is not all. Under the Defense Cooperation Agreement with the US, when US soldiers come into Ghana and carry out an operation, and in the process they kill Ghanaians, the Ghanaians have no right to go to court. No right.
Wow.
When they come into Ghana and they carry out operations and they destroy Ghanaian properties, Ghanaians have no right to go to court to seek compensation. Okay? Now, under this agreement, when the US Army comes into Ghana and is probably operating at the Accra International Airport, the president of Ghana, the highest ranking person in Ghana, the president, is stopped from visiting the location where the US Army is. He cannot visit the location where the US Army is. You understand? Now, Metro TV, you pay for the frequencies that you use.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Radio stations, Ghanaian radio stations pay for the frequencies. The US Army does not pay for the use of Ghanaian frequency. It is free. And so on. I mean, the agreement is so obnoxious, it's unbelievable. And one wonders how some Ghanaians, you know, could approve this agreement. So insulting, it undermines our dignity as a people, it subverts national sovereignty, and so on. But that's one part of the argument. Now, recently, there have been developments in the Middle East, the war with Iran. And that clearly suggests, or makes it plain, that if you allow your territory to be used to wage war, your territory becomes a target, legitimate target. Okay. So if we allow the U.S. Army, U.S. Armed Forces, to use Ghana as a forward operating base for any exercise anywhere in the world, we become legitimate targets. You understand? And why should we become legitimate targets? Especially when we would not be consulted on wars that the U.S. is waging. You look at the war with Iran, and it brings out some salient points, okay? Even NATO allies of the U.S., like Spain, are saying that, look, you cannot use our territory to wage war on Iran. You have a military base here, but we will not allow you to use your military base in Spain to wage war in Iran because we become legitimate targets. And we become complicit in the violation of international law and the commission of crimes against humanity. You understand? If you allow your territory to be used to wage war, which is in violation of international treaties and so on, you become complicit. So we could have a situation where, as a result of the use of Ghana as a forward operating base, our national leaders get arrested for crimes against humanity, when they would not have been consulted, when they would not have actually participated in the decisions about war and so on. Now, some of the European countries have actually now decided that they would not allow their airports and airspace to be used in carrying weapons to Israel, because Israel is committing crimes against humanity and they want to insulate themselves.
Italy is one of them.
Yeah, Italy is one of them. Italy is one of them. And then we have in Ghana an agreement which allows the U.S. virtually to do whatever it wants. Look, under this agreement, the U.S. can deploy nuclear weapons in Ghana. Under this agreement. Because one, you are not allowed to carry out any inspection of what they bring into your country. Okay? Now, if you are not allowed to carry out any inspection of what they bring into your country, why would they not position nuclear weapons here? The agreement gives them the right to do that. You understand? So this is a very, very bad agreement. Now, the other side of the agreement is that if, say, the United States decided to attack Burkina Faso, how can we prevent them from using our territory to wage war on Burkina Faso when we have this agreement? So this is a particularly obnoxious agreement. This agreement, however, fulfills all the legal obligations, the constitutional obligations under the Constitution. The Constitution says that no agreement shall be valid unless it's approved by Parliament. This went to Parliament and got parliamentary approval. Okay. But the implications of this agreement are horrible. But I'm saying that this agreement may not even be the worst. Now, listen to me very carefully. This agreement may not even be the worst. We are told, for example, now, that under this administration, we've signed a defense cooperation agreement with the European Union. Right. I haven't seen anybody who knows the text of that agreement. I've called 7 members of Parliament, and we are a member of Parliament. I've called 7 members of Parliament and asked them, what is in the agreement? And all the members of Parliament I've called, including some in the leadership of Parliament, say they don't know anything about the agreement, they haven't seen the agreement.
Kwesi Pratt Jr. is telling us the nitty-gritties of the Ghana-US agreement for a US military base in Ghana. Okujato says there's no military base here. Broja Jemfi says there is no military base here. Now Kwesi Pratt moves ahead to say the recent one that we signed with the European Union, nobody out of the 9 MPs that he called who agreed to the signage of the EU agreement have not seen. None of them has seen the agreement itself. So what did they agree to? Including top MPs. If this is anything to go by, that means the nation is hiding something from its good people. Does America really have a US military base here? What is in the EU pack that Broja was talking about a few seconds ago? Are we going to be complicit very soon in the crazy wars that are going around? Trump is bombing everybody. If they truly have a military base here, then we shouldn't be surprised to have bombs fall here as well. Kwesi Pratt says there is a US military base. Broja Jemfi says no, there's none. And he is a minister of defense, a deputy. Blakk says no, there's no military base whatsoever in this country. Kwesi Pratt insists that there is. The EU defense pact that we signed and security was contained in it. 9 top MPs don't know, they have never seen it. Yet they allowed for it to be signed. What were they told? Well, who could be right? What do you think? Is it Kwesi Pratt? Or the side of the government? Broja Jemfi, Okujeto Ablakwa. Are we safe? Is the black pot, aka Kukushownemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have one more story. Hey ya! Hey yo! Wayo!
Blackpot. Coco show, man.
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin, breathe in the aroma, let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean, you feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin, breathe in the aroma, let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean, you feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente, luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot. Cuckoo show, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. And remember, it's the headquarters of the truth. Oh, yes. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Absolutely. Story, final story. Number 4. Watch this. EOCO goes after Tanko again as judge recuses himself. Hey, Missy Watado. Fantefose Watado. Ochede why pinso. What? Now, for some time now, we've been talking about a friend of ours from the days of xylophone until now, and his name is Kwame Atokle Tanko Gabriel. At xylophone, we simply called him Gabi. Very hardworking gentleman. And then he went into the gold business. And investigators are looking to investigating him. He says he's a Council of State member. You cannot investigate me. You don't have the mandate. And when EOCO said, we would investigate you, he ran to the president and told the president to sack the EOCO boss because the EOCO boss was acting ultra-virus, outside the scope of his mandate as legally given to it. But the interesting thing, in fact, the EOCO boss was not even looking that direction. But the moment Tanko started to pussyfoot and stonewall the whole investigation, he realized that there was something to hide. And therefore, he developed some serious interest in the issue. Have I made myself clear? He normally would allow his assistants to do the investigation. And at the final stage, he would get involved in some other things. And if it has to be reinvestigated, he does it. There's so much work at EOCO. But when the gentleman was asked to report so that the investigation would make meaning, he decided to run away. He would not come because he's a Council of State member. He started calling himself His Excellency Gabriel Kwame Atokle Tanko, His Excellency. And he responded, my brother, my sister, to this issue by using the letterhead of the Council of State, my brother, my sister, to fight his own personal battles. This is the guy we are talking about. I have known him. We haven't been very great friends like that, but I do know him I visited him a couple of times. In fact, recently, I think a year or two back, my brother, my sister, in the Volta region, and also here in Accra, I visited him once at his office. He's a nice gentleman. But when it comes to Ghana, nobody is above the law. It doesn't matter whether you have given us food to eat before or pito to drink. When it comes to Ghana, nobody is above the law. And this is what Tanko doesn't seem to understand. Now, the little boys, they probably give some little peanuts to make noise in the media, have come out to say that he is a Council of State member. Before you even invite him for an investigation, you must arrange for the Last Supper, where you will drink wine and champagne. And because he comes from the Volta region, arrange for the Wusuta, Bobobo group, or Agbaja group to come and dance before they pave the way, and he will be carried in a palanquin and taken all the way to EOCO to be investigated. He is a Council of State member. Therefore, he would not go for any investigation. When EOCO persisted, he ran in broad daylight to the court and told the court, hey, it's an emergency. I'm dying. The way EOCO is chasing me, please, if you don't stop EOCO, I'm going to die. And I'm a Council of State member. You know, in 2 days, I'm supposed to go to a certain military, whatever. And after that, I'm supposed to go to Alabazan to go and give the people some fried rice and awakpa and all that. And if you don't allow me to do this, and EOCO is chasing me like that, I will die. And me now, I'm already sick. These are my health records. And the court said, no problem. We give you 10 days to work it out and come here. Tomorrow is the end of the 10 days. And the action is beginning. Now, some of the little boys that take peanuts in order to derail Ghana's justice system have said that this man here called Tanko is a Council of State member. His Excellency, Atokple Kwame Gan Tanko. He's a Council of State member. And when have you ever heard that a Council of State member has been investigated like this? This was the question they asked, so ignorantly. They don't do their research. They are only good at backing after taking peanuts. And it's a shame. There was a gentleman that I personally knew. We simply called him Chache. His real name, Nikote Jane. This man. He's one of the owners of TV Africa now. Kote Jane, in fact, had the financial outfit. My brother, my sister, he was rich. I don't know if he still is. I shot one of my music videos, Daro Daro, in his compound, right there. My brother, my sister, at Pram Pram, that area there, Adan. Very beautiful edifice. He had money. He was even into some kind of lottery business as well. If my memory serves me right, he was a Council of State member. My brother, my sister, this is Nikote Jane. Many people might not know him. Come here. Run the dossier and watch this. It's getting interesting. Council of State member, rich. Watch this. In February 2020, a Ghanaian High Court dismissed a lawsuit by Dr. Nikote Jane founder of the defunct Ideal Finance, attempting to stop the Economic and Organized Crime Office, aka what? EOCO, from investigating him. EOCO was authorized to investigate allegations of money laundering, tax evasion, and misappropriation of funds following the collapse of his financial institution, which included freezing, listen, 41 accounts and several assets. Kotejane had 41 accounts, all iced. And what did he go to court for? What did he go to court for? Watch this. He says he went to court to stop EOCO from investigating him because he is His Excellency Ni Kotejane, a Council of State member, an advisor to the president. How dare you investigate? The same thing Tanko is doing. But what did the High Court say? Now, what are the key aspects of this case? EOCO investigated Dr. Johnny regarding a 23 million Ghana cedi payment to a client, alleged theft of a 200-acre land from Ideal Finance, and the misuse of funds to build a resort, Camp Chache. That's where I shot my video. Camp Chache. Justice Efia Sewa Asare Buchi ruled in 2020 that EOCO acted within its mandate. Is Tanko here? The court found that Dr. Johnny's status as a former member of the Council of State did not exempt him from investigations. He was a Council of State member. My brother, my sister, when this investigation started. But the ruling came when he was out. In November 2019, listen, this ruling was 2020. Now, in November 2019, Dr. Johnny was granted bail after initial investigations and questioning regarding unaccounted depositors' funds. Subsequently, in February 2020, his properties, vehicles, and 41 bank accounts were frozen by EOCO. So you see, the investigation was ongoing. He argued that the investigations were harassment and that the receiver of his defunct firm should have referred matters to the Bank of Ghana instead of EOCO. Now, the dismissal of his suit allowed EOCO to continue its investigations into the collapse of Ideal Finance. That's it. They say, unim owa shena. If you don't know what death looks like, just look at what sleep looks like. Deep sleep. My brother, my sister, is the same argument Tanko is trying to put up. They were in court today. Did you know that? And what happened? The judge who sat on the case, he probably looked at the whole thing and told himself, hey, how did this guy even get the ex-party decision in his favor? You know what it means to say ex-party? Remember we told you what it means. One man, one party goes to court to say, please, they are trying, the way they are chasing me, they want to kill me. And the judge says, okay. The judge, how did it happen? Looking at this case, how the other judge even unfroze the account of this guy. David, please, I don't want to be part of this case. Take it back to that judge. No, Mintiasie. So the case is going back to the Chief Justice. And the referral recommended is that it should go back to the same judge who unfroze Tanko's accounts so that he will face his own story. You unfroze it, right? Under what conditions? How did you do this? Did you see A, B, C, D, E, F? And you still went ahead to do QRS? Face your karma. Tanko and his boys are there crying. I want you to see exactly what happened in court. Meanwhile, tomorrow, the 10 days will end. And information from EOCO. These people are run to try and get an injunction so that EOCO will not chase them. But tomorrow, EOCO, after tomorrow, on Saturday, they will go to the Volta region and catch His Excellency at Toklen. Saturday, he will run to Togo again and hide there and try to get another ex-party, whatever. But this is the time. If you are right, why are you running from investigation? Abuzu Kanwaka Gura. You know thief for market. Where did they shout? Thief, thief, thief. Where you they run? You be mampam. Let's face the truth and put away all the sentiments and passions. Nobody is bigger than Ghana. Run the dues here. Let's see. My brother, my sister. And this is interesting. On the 17th of December 2025, we administratively froze the assets, bank accounts of Sesi Edem Company Limited upon, and of investigation into allegations of fraud lodged against it by the petitioner, JG Resources Limited. Now, on the 30th of January 2026, the High Court 1 Adenta confirmed the freezing. Suspect and its promoter, Gabriel Kwamega Tanko, filed a motion for a discharge of the confirmation of freezing order, arguing that the gold export contract with JG Resources was a legitimate civil dispute between private persons, which EOCO didn't have any mandate over to investigate and prosecute. The Adenta Court 1 on the 19th of March 2026 surprisingly discharged the freezing order. And this is from EOCO. On the 26th of March 2026, EOCO filed a notice of appeal on the ruling, and on the 30th of March 2026, filed a stay of execution as well, which was scheduled for 15th April 2026. The court bailiffs failed to serve the process on the respondents, necessitating an adjournment to the 4th of May 2026. Sesi Edem has been served with the process through his lawyers, as he is believed to be constantly on the run. On the 14th of April 2026, Sesi Edem, by an ex-party application, secured a 10-day interim injunction against EOCO from a different court, Adenta High Court 3, preventing EOCO from investigating them or declaring them wanted, pending the hearing of a judicial review motion scheduled for the 27th of April 2026 at that court. On the 17th of April 2026, Sesi Edem and his promoter filed an interlocutory injunction against EOCO, hoping to extend the 10-day interim injunction, which is to expire tomorrow, the 24th of April 2026, with hearing scheduled for today, 23rd April 2026. So Tanko and his people ran to court again and said, we are still running. They are still going to chase us. Please extend the thing. And court said, So what happened in court today? During today's hearing, the judge stated that he didn't feel comfortable hearing the various matters before him, as he believed they should have been filed at the High Court. One, addenda, which discharged the freezing order, and not his court. Why didn't Tanko go to the same court that unfroze his thing? But he went to court 3 to get the ex parte secured. That's what the judge is saying. Therefore, me, please go back. Listen, watch this. He was thus referring the 3 motions, including the contempt motion, before him to the Chief Justice for them to be transferred to the Adenta High Court 1. Counsel for Sesi Edem strongly disagreed with this decision of the judge, but the judge did not oblige and delivered his decision and adjourned the matter sine die. Sine die means until further notice. No specific time given, forever. Now, the legal implication of this decision is that upon the expiry of the 10-day interim injunction tomorrow, EOCO will be now legally free to arrest, investigate, and freeze any tainted properties of Sesi Edem in relation to the case involving JG Resources. Another implication is, since the matter is still pending, Sesi Edem and his promoter, Tanko, can't bring any action against EOCO, such as injunction, until the Chief Justice refers the case to the High Court 1 judge and his head. So EOCO can now pursue, investigate them without any legal frustrations, challenges from them until the cases are transferred and heard. Meanwhile, EOCO will be going back to the High Court 1 Adenta on the 4th of May for the stay of execution hearing. So Sesi Edem's accounts can remain frozen. That's EOCO. So we spoke to the lawyer and we asked the lawyer to compile quickly because we needed to come on. And because we wanted to understand the law term properly. The EOCO lawyer, just write something quickly for us. And that's what you heard. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Why would a man be running away from justice? You can't investigate me. It's not your mandate. Then you run to court left, right, and center because you don't want to be investigated. And your party is in power. Hey, then what are you really hiding? On Saturday, we would be here and we would watch. We would see what would happen. The same way Kote Jani was arrested and given bail. That is how this one too would go. Nobody can stop this investigation. All in the interest of God and country. Now the judge on this case is feeling, as you can see, that he's being used. Somebody has taken a decision to unfreeze something. Then you come to my court and you want me to make a decision on something that another person has done. And me, as I'm sitting here, I don't even understand it properly. Looking at it, no. Maybe I wouldn't have taken that decision. Go back to the guy. And Sesi Edem's lawyers are saying, no, we don't want to go back there. We want here. Say, you can't want here. This thing is postponed. Sine die. Agenda. Dash it away. Well, my happiness is that the law is working. My happiness is that nobody's above the law. My happiness is that the little bribes that you might be giving to some cheap journalists and cheap idiots around will not save you on Judgment Day. My happiness is also that no matter how kind you have been to us, when it comes to Ghana, nobody is bigger than this beautiful country. It's the Blakk Port, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Kuchoko Roots Festival is coming up on the 2nd of May. Blakk Rasta will be on stage. I will be performing my heart out. Ochiami Kwame will be there. Puom Raskuku will be there. When the Sheikh will be there. Nane Champon will be there. Oh my God. Osajefe would be there. Root I would be there. We would also have Felix Jano. He would come and sing Yebeshie. Our Kesibrin Pong is also there. Ras Bumba is there. Hey, Blakk Rasta is live and colored. And we have 2 Jamaican artists. Oh my God. Coming up on Saturday, the 2nd of May. Rate is only 100 Ghana cedis. It's at the La Boma Beach. You know where the La Boma Beach is, right? It's next to the La Pleasure Beach. Next to it. So, just come in from 10 a.m., full enjoy yourself, eat some good food, have fun, and when we fly, you will be there to see which artist comes first and which one ends the show. In the interim, if you have more enquiries, please call 0244-499-461. This is the Blakk Port, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Oh, yes. You may have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Oh, yes. And if you want to do business with us, this is the biggest online show. My brother, my sister, when it comes to Pan-Africanism, patriotism, we are number 1. Thanks to you. Let's see your comments, and we are out. Sean Street Storm says, what's up, Blakk? How are you doing today? And how was work? Our country? Or nothing? Sultan says, Blakk Rasta. Bawa Uwa says, ciao, Blakk Port. Osai Bedu says, come here. Blakk Port, a.k.a. Kukushu. More comments coming in. Mommy Mary says, Blakk Rasta, you stand out as a fearless voice in journalism. One who refuses to be silenced or swayed when truth is at stake. In a time where many choose comfort over honesty, you consistently choose courage. Your work is not just broadcasting, it is a service to society. You challenge narratives, hold leadership accountable, and give the ordinary citizen a reason to think critically. That kind of integrity is rare and deeply needed. Now keep pushing boundaries. Keep asking the hard questions and keep standing firm. Your voice carries weight. Your message carries impact. And your consistency builds trust. Now the work you do matters more than you may even realize. A.K.A. Kukushu. Dash it out. Story number 2. Oh my God. Beautiful writing from Mommy Mary or Mommy Mary. We love you. In fact, you are literally powerful. And I appreciate all these wonderful words, beautiful compliments. We appreciate you, Mommy Mary. We love you. Okay? More comments. Felix Yaba says, yes, the headquarters of the truth. We are learning a lot from you, and we are proud of you, Blakk. Leslie Ni Ajiribano says, hi, Blakk. I do watch you from Boston. Please, let's have a follow-up on your stories for us to see the end result of the issues to bring to light. One such story that I've been looking forward to is the one on Gold Star Airlines. Yes, Gold Star, we brought you the first part, and the authorities are still not speaking. But we are following up. We are following up. We are following up. We've brought you the story. The next part is when we hear from the authorities. They are still not speaking. Okay? So we would continue following up. Akana Yozura says, hi, Blakk. Bless up. Watching you live from Torino, Italy. Blakk, in fact, yesterday after the show, when I watched the video of the Ghana man in South Africa, I felt very sad. What is in South Africa? Kura. And they are chasing their fellow Africans like that. Look at the video and the environment, like some village in Ghana. Some Africans are overdoing things. I can agree with you more. Of course, Victor says, EOCO disgrace you. Ha 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 ha. We smoke. Ha ha ha. EOCO affidavit clarified that His Excellency Dr. Tanko was not declared wanted. Ha 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 ha. What will you say now? Ha 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 ha. You ingrate and idiot. Ha 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 ha. And we just blocked him. Thank you. Tanko himself can be behind this and be writing. That's how they are. Very dubious. Blackmailing. So we have blocked you. We have blocked you. Thank you. Social distance. Why not put Ghana first? Leslie Ni Ajiri Bano says, when we call your number, no one responds. Wow. What time do you call? In fact, we are there 24/7, but sometimes late at night, from about 2 a.m. to around 5 a.m., we slumber a little bit. If you don't get us, please leave us a voice note or send a message. We will certainly get back to you. I apologize. All right? Isa Yesu says, hello, Blakk Rasta. You always doing a great job for your country. We appreciate you a lot, Blakk Rasta. Thank you so much, Isa Yesu. We appreciate you and we love you. Okay? McCarthy Correct says, more fire. Watching you live from Wale Wale. More fire. Fuseni Ibn Swala says, more fire. Watching you from Kansas City, Missouri. We love you. Keep it up. We love you, Fuseni. Yes, we love you. Fuseni Ibn Swala. McCarthy Correct says, more fire. And is watching from Wale Wale. Yes. At a place called Nova Station. Zarax, bless ever, says Tanko again. F4 years to tosses Paula ADOM-OTCHERE. Please cool down. More comments coming in via Facebook and also via YouTube. Okay. Pandy Pamang says this Paul guy, he get problem. He's sick for the head. Sir. Sedu Isaka says Paul Adom is crazy. I blame NDC. He was supposed to be in prison. Oh, sir. What did he do? Is it the Christmas tree? F4 Iesuto says, Paul thinks we all reason like him. Ha 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 ha. Nonsense. Cerise Jasper Johnson says, Blakk, get this off. Which one be that? KWESI Owusu PSS says, Old Cargo. Paul Alomo Prako Ochere. Oh, please, cool down. That's a beautiful name. Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. Paul ADOM-OTCHERE. Beautiful name. ADOM-OTCHERE. Okay? Sedu Isaka. Exactly. And this is too dull. And this is Anandare Baron. Leslie Ni Ajiri Bano says, shame on you, ADOM-OTCHERE. What happened at the Ghana airport Christmas decorations? Sedu Safian Labaran says, bless up General Blakk. Paul ADOM-OTCHERE use taxpayers' money to purchase Christmas trees at the airport. Till now, nothing is done. But OSP decided to investigate it. And then nothing really happened. If he was actually culpable, why didn't they go after him? Paul didn't say nobody shouldn't come after him. If he's wrong, they should go after him. Pandy Pamak says, Blakk, can you please ask the native Paul to point out 5 major transformations done by him and his so-called good government for the past 8 years? Free SHS, part of it. Then the airport we're going to build in Cape Coast, they will build it when they come back. Then the, one district, one factory, they will finish it when they come back 6 million years later. Oh, they did a lot, and they will be doing more. And Baumia will commission more toilets, and, they did a lot. Toilet, it's not easy to build a toilet. More comments? We have William Azilaku, and says, I see no reason why NDC could not jail this Paul guy till date. Who former Holy Omoto says the Blakk Rasta. Salute to you. Sedu Isaka says Blakk Rasta. Oral is useless and waste of time. Are you sure? Some of these things that you are seeing in court is from oral. Okay? Philip Yao Domejo says, Great Patriotic General, I salute you. May Almighty God, the Most High, guide you and his mighty power to protect you. Blakk Rasta, it is advisable for a criminal mother to go to the Is it advisable for a criminal mother to go to the so-called men of God? Okay, is it advisable for a criminal's mother? That's what you want to say. To go to a so-called man of God asking for prayer? Well, a mother is always a mother. They say monkey no fine, but a mother, they like her. Mami de oye mami o. Unye krana. Ubi ampe krana. Ubi atan kra se sen krana. Umami de. That's why we say, sweet mother, now go forget you. For this suffer way you suffer for me. If I no chop, my mother no go chop. If I no drink, my mama no go drink. And the part that kills me in that song is, if I dey sick, my mother go cry, beg God say. Instead of saying me, I go sick, make she mom she sick. Instead of saying me, I go die, make she die. Oh. Sweet mother. Oh. But that prayer won't work. That's the good thing. What's a powder blowing in the air for? Men of God. Until that day. Ha ha ha. He's laughing. Assalamu alaikum, my big brother, Professor Blakk Rasta himself. More respect to you. And I pray that the Almighty God continues to protect you, inshallah. And this from Raskaba. And he said, long live the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushodamo. He says he's watching us all the way from Spain, Barcelona. Comrade Edu Boy in his time is up. Nothing else. JDSGA says, greetings, Black. We are live. Why, Black, speak truth to power. Our country or nothing. Barima says, salam alaikum, my big brother Blakk Rasta, the only journalist with a tongue of truth in patriotism. Big up to you. Long life and prosperity. Hey, we love you. We love you. We love you. Continue your good work. Allah is always with you. Amen. JDSGH says, the voice of the patriot. Why, beautiful outfit, Black. Thank you. Seth Locksman says, great job, my brother. Move of fire. Henry Atia says, hi, Black. How you doing? We're doing good. We take one more and we're done. Henry Atia says, Black, I believe the traditional black pot is not the original pot we use in cooking oil. This black pot is the Shusjia black pot. That is why it's the only place you can hear the truth. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Henry Atia says the black pot can also predict that what will happen tomorrow. Black, we are very powerful. May the good Lord bless you and protect you from Mother Ghana. Yes, and we are predicting on Saturday, EOCO will go after that guy. His Excellency or his dishonorable, whatever the position is, EOCO will go there. They will run into Togo again and come for another ex-party. How long can you keep running? Because of what? Rosa Sari and the Nobap says Paul is simply a Please cool down, cool down. Rosa Sari is laughing. Emmanuel Tay says Paul is atrophying. Rafu, we like it. Okay. At this point, we want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. Remember, our numbers are on the screen. Please, we respond every time. But if we happen to miss your call, don't be angry. Call again. Better still, leave us a note or a voice note. We will pick that up. We always respond. All right? God bless you. We'll see you again. And continue to share the broadcast. Finally, before you go, hit on the subscription button and the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. My name is Blakk Rasta in the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Why-yo!